SDO Ormoc City Division presents
Yay ka.
Bro, i-play bro. Wala na play. Ano nag-hang man?
Hagoy, nitingog man. Tayan. Hagoy, nitingog man.
Sure done. Huh? Check.
DepEd Ormoc City Division presents Panaghisgutay, another initiative which aims to inform Ormocanans on the latest updates in preparation for the start of the new school year. We too will discuss pressing issues and hope to give clarifications relative to the delivery of education in the new normal. This is going to be a live online program via StreamYard and Facebook pages of SDO Ormoc, which simulcast from our media partners every Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We call on everyone to be part of this event by sending us your queries, and feel free to share with us your insights and suggestions.
Nihang ko sa.
Panaghisgutay.
Pandemya. Ayun. 8:50 na po ng umaga, kabilis ng oras at bilis ng panahon.
Hello and a happy afternoon, Ormoc City. It's a rainy on Wednesday afternoon. Yet we welcome you to this online program which everyone should be part of. This is DepEd Ormoc, Panaghisgutay.
Good afternoon, Ormoc City. Today, we celebrate a momentous event as we launch our first ever weekly live telecast show, Panaghisgutay. This will serve as our new normal platform to raise, clarify, and understand the different issues and concerns revolving around the schools division of Ormoc and the entire department.
Right. With us this afternoon is our very own Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Lani Cervantes, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Mario Rugis Umbilon. With us also is our Chief Education Supervisors, Dr. Artemia Liberas and Dr. Alejandro Almendras. Of course, together with our featured guests for this episode.
Yes, and this live program shall not only focus on addressing concerns, but shall also deliver to the public important information and updates on the department's programs and projects implementation.
So feel free to air out your comments, inquiries, and suggestions in the comment box, and we will discuss them in a short while. We likewise invite you to give us a call and be part of our discussion. We also will be giving away special prizes as the program rolls into motion. So hop in and take this fight with us.
Yet we would like to request our viewers to refrain from posting profane, malignant, and spiteful comments, as we would like to make this platform a harmonious, wholesome, and informative one.
And in this afternoon, we'll be discussing important matters pertaining to the school year 2021 with enrollment updates, including learning modalities preferred by our learners.
We will also be discussing informations related to the opening of classes for the school year, and later we will discuss and address the misconceptions and misinformations circulating on the internet related to the conduct of classes, among others.
All topics will be discussed and delivered by our well-versed guests, and rest assured that we will have a very informative and a comprehensive afternoon.
Yes, but before we dig into our major topics for discussion, may we hear a few lines from our very own school's division superintendent, Ms. Lani Cervantes.
Hi, once again, good afternoon everyone to my co-pilot, ASDS Dr. Mario Rojo Sumbilon, to our CID Chief, Dr. Alejandro Almendras, and our SDOD Chief, Dr. Artemial Yuberas, and of course to our guests and visitors and facilitators. Once again, my warmest greetings and my sincerest hope that everyone is fine and in the best of health. First and foremost, let me commend the school's governance and operations division, specifically the social mobilization and networking group led by Mr. Robert Hardin for coming up with this noteworthy endeavor. And of course, the SDO Ormoc Innovators team, headed by our ITO, Mr. Alvin Susmenia, for leading their support and expertise. And a special mention also to Mr. Junril Lora for his state-of-the-art teaser. So as mentioned, this Panaghisgutay platform is intended to provide a medium for our stakeholders to raise, clarify, and understand the issues and concerns that will surely hound us as we open our schools during these most challenging times of the new normal. Indeed, there are so many questions that need to be answered. There are plenty of risks and challenges that we will encounter. That what we can do is to be proactive, to be patient, and to persevere just so learning continues even in the midst of this pandemic. Most of all, we need everyone's prayers that we will overcome all the problems and issues that we will be facing. We are all new to the different learning modalities or delivery. So I fervently hope that this Panaghisgutay will truly create an open line of communication as we journey together to face this new normal. So I say good luck to all of us, and we call upon the Almighty Lord for His blessings and guidance. Good afternoon and thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Lani.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next up, to give us his greetings is our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Mario Rodriguez Sumbilon.
Hello, good afternoon. Maayong
afternoon, sir.
hapon tanang Ormocanon, most especially the Deep Ed family of Ormoc City Division. So, good afternoon to each and everyone. I am very much happy to be with this opportunity sa
Panaghisgutay.
Panaghisgutay. Yeah, Panaghisgutay, which means we really need have to give regards as to what will be our status as to the preparation of this coming opening of classes. So, guests, teachers, visitors, if we are stakeholders, please tune in. And I hope that everybody would stay tuned up to the last minute of our Panaghisgutay. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Yes, thank you very much, Sir Roji. At this point, let us proceed with the greetings from our Chief Education Supervisors, starting with the Chief In the School Governance and Operations Division, Dr. Artemio Liberas. Ma'am Artem, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Afternoon, ma'am.
Hello, good afternoon. Um, okay,
Mm.
um, so we are here. So this is the first day of our Panaghisgutay, and SGOD would like to share with you
Ang link.
or the different sections under SGOD. Okay. Okay, so all
Go ahead, ma'am.
okay, so a short of review and a short of reminders to everyone. So we have here the 6 sections under the School Governance and Operations Division. So we have the first, Social Mobilization and Networking, or the SOCMOB. The second, Human Resource and Development, or the HRD. Then we have the Monitoring and Evaluation, or the M&E. Fourth, Planning and Research. Fifth, Health and Nutrition Unit, and the physical facilities. So as we all know, social mobilization and networking is in charge of the recently concluded Brigada Eskwela and Oplan Balik Eskwela and other concerns pertaining to networking. It is also the prime mover of this ever first weekly live telecast show wherein we are having it today, the Panaghisgutay, our new platform to raise and clarify issues concerning education. Another concern of SOCMOB is under it is the Disaster Risk Reduction and Management, or the DRRM, which continuously coordinates with LGU regarding the pandemic or the COVID-19 updates, its protocol, the quarantine facilities, and other concerns pertaining to coronavirus. Then the second one is the HRD. It is in charge it coordinated the different trainings conducted virtually or physically, which will be or which were attended by the EPS, PSDS, school heads, and other DepEd Ormoc K officials. And it's also in charge of the employee welfare, rewards and recognition, succession, and exit. Next is the monitoring and evaluation, or the M&E. It is in charge in coordinating the private schools, most especially today, the private schools as to the different requirements before the opening of classes, as well as their adherence to DepEd policies and issuances, which will answer to the DepEd in relation with it is the particularly DepEd Order number 7, DepEd Order number 13, and DepEd Order number 11. It is also in charge in conducting the MEA. In fact, tomorrow we will be conducting our MEA, as well as the division's participation to our MEA and other concerns regarding quality assurance. Next, section under SGOD is the Planning and Research. The Makulit Planning Officer, which is in charge of the LIS, the EBIS, both private and public schools. Coordinated also the schools regarding enrollment. Then it ensures that school heads, MTs, and other key officials are conducting researches based on the birth guidelines. Then we also have the Health and Nutrition Unit. As of the moment, or even before, this HNU is in charge of school-based feeding program. The school heads already knew that milk feeding, the budget for milk feeding is already um, is already released, and our challenge is the distribution of milk to schools and recipients, students or pupils, come start of classes August 24. Then it is also currently monitoring the completion of district and school clinics, which will be manned by our nurses. HNU also provided HNU will also provide support, psychosocial support and services to teachers and students. Then it will also provide dental lectures and services to our teachers and students, but by appointment. Then next is the physical facilities coordinator. It is, we do have 2 lady engineers conducting on-site inspection on the accomplishment of school repairs and other concerns pertaining to school buildings and furnitures. We also have with us our YFD, or the Youth Formation and Development, which is currently coordinating the virtual symposium on Kabataan kontra Droga at Terorismo, or the Kikidat, which will be conducted on July 22, 2020 at Ormoc City Police Office, Camp Dons, Ormoc City, to be participated by student leaders, selected student leaders with their teacher advisors. So I think as of today, those are the current activities conducted by School Governance and Operations Division, which are manned or which are capsulized, which are being handled by the 6 sections under SGOD. With that, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much, Ma'am Artem, for that very comprehensive update from the SGOD. Next up, sir.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much, Ma'am Martem. At this point, we'll hear from our Curriculum Implementation Division Chief Education Supervisor, Dr. Alejandro Almendra. Okay.
Sir Alan, if you're ready.
Okay, there you go.
Good
Hello,
afternoon,
Sir
Sir
Alan.
Alan.
Good afternoon. Mm.
From Curriculum Implementation Division, great things are done by series of small things brought together. That's according to Vincent van Gogh. So DepEd Ormoc City Division believes that whatever happens, education should not stop bringing infinite possibilities. No matter how small or how little the best that you can put together, it can surely make a difference. In this pandemic, education for all Ormocanans remains a priority, but it does not mean compromising the safety and protection for all. The culture of preparedness for the new normal entails rigorous planning and strategic intervention. Thus, the Ormoc City Division come up with the Upland COVID vaccine. This is from Curriculum Implementation Division. COVID vaccine stands for curriculum opportunities through various instructional deliveries and validation of accomplishments on the contextualized curriculum implementation through networking during emergencies. Education shall act as a vaccine with science fields to make its own. Among the Upland COVID vaccine activities, of course, this Panaghisgutay is also supported by the Curriculum Implementation Division. We also have Cabildo, of course, the crafting of division, district, and school learning continuity plan for both public and private or budget of lessons is the substitute of uh, the lesson plan to be prepared by the teachers. Then an activity sheets with assessments as exemplars for the teachers, learning materials preparation. CID submitted the assigned quality assured grade 3 Araling Panipunan modules to the region. Distribution of quality assured ADM 5 or alternate for quarter 1 modules to the field. Then ongoing harvesting of materials from DepEd Commons, LR portals, Visa Bay with the MELCs. Then on conversion of available LRs into simplified materials for parents of learners with disability. Just the other day, our education program supervisor in LR and at the same time the focal person of special education conducted for the second time teleconference with the special education advocates. We also conducted webinars on ebook designing and open education resources with a total of 256 elementary and 250 high school participants from public and private schools. All this and a lot more would take us back to the words of Robert Browning when he said, "Let your reach exceed your grasp," or "What is heaven for?" Ormoc City Division must grasp beyond what is it dreaming of to inspire its people to work even beyond excellence in the midst of crisis. Whatever happens, pandemic or not, this is only possible when every learner becomes the inspiration of all and the realization of every impossible dream and infinite possibilities. That's all from Curriculum Implementation Division. Thank you so much and good afternoon.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Alan Almendras. What Dr. Alan and what Dr. Artem have shared to us and have reported to us are a manifestation that all units, okay, that all units in the division office are really busy and are keeping up with our feet with a lot of preparations to do in the for the coming school year 2020-2021. Thank you so much.
Indeed, Sir Robert, that's right. Yeah, at this juncture, okay, cool prices are at stake and up for grab in the segment we fondly call Fun Time. All viewers are invited to participate by sending their answers on our DepEd Tayo or Mock City Division Facebook page. Make sure to hit the like and follow buttons before sending your answers. So, what are our questions, Sir Robert?
Okay. See? If you take notice, sa gawas, kusog kayong ulan. So, it's a rainy days na, di ba? Rainy season na sa
Rainy
Doha.
season na.
Now, in line to that, we will be giving away special umbrella from our sponsors. So these are customized and special umbrellas. These are big ones and nice ones. So you would definitely love it. But before you do that, before you can get these umbrellas, you need to give first the right answers. Okay? And this will be our instruction. Simply type in the full name of the school division superintendent, the assistant schools division superintendent, and the two chiefs in SDO Ormoc. So there will be four of them. Since upat sila, we will also be giving away four umbrellas, four nice umbrellas, just right in time for our rainy days. Okay? So come on, hurry up, and then the first four to have the right answers, to key in the right answers, will receive this umbrellas coming from our sponsors. Okay, we'll announce the winners for that question in just a little while. In the meantime, let's proceed. Yes, Miss Lane.
Yes, kung pwede pa lang ma-appeal og appeal, sir, no? Okay, next up to discuss the enrollment updates and the learning modalities preferred by our learners
Hello.
is the Schools Division of Ormoc Planning Officer, Mr. Ryan Bughao. Sir Ryan? Sir Ryan, good
Hello.
afternoon.
Hello,
Hello,
Sir
good
Raybog.
Maayong hapon.
Ngayong hapon.
Okay, panaghisgutay man magbisaya ta.
Sure, pwede kayo.
Yeah, yeah.
Pero di na ko binisayo ng numero ha.
Oh.
Usado ha.
Numero.
Usado
Okay,
ha.
go, Sir Ryan.
So with regards sa atong enrollment karon, as of July 14 yesterday, no, submission of our schools sa public schools na nata sa 51,521, or this is 89.6% sa elementary. Sa high school, milapas na tag 100%, na natay 104.28% compare sa atong enrollment last school year. Kinitungod natay mga integrated schools nga na ay additional nga mga grade levels like Donghol, San Antonio, Masin, and Gaas. No, in average atong division overall na nata sa 95.63% sa atong enrollment. So hapit na ta makakuha sa 100%. But on a sad note, in our private school naa pa lang ta sa 49.79%. So this is expected because we are expecting transfers from private schools. As of this morning, naatay nakolekta nga data nga mga transfer gikan sa private school nga nibalhin sa atong public schools ni kabat na kini og mga 986. So naapagyud siguro ni madugang hapit na mo 1,000 ang atong transfer gikan sa private from private to public school. So expected nga mo ubos gyud ang enrollment sa private karon since ang modality nga gi-adapt kasagaran is online or modular. So in average, kung ato i-combine ang public ug private, naarata sa 89.66% compared to last year enrollment, combining ang public ug private. So dako ni nga factor ang enrollment sa private. So sa region na nata siguro sa ikatulo, no, out of 13 divisions in terms sa enrollment. Na nata sa ikatulo or ikaupat. So we are getting there. Today is the last day of enrollment. Hopefully maka-catch up ang ubang schools, no, labi na tong mga schools nga napa lang sa 70+% ang ilang enrollment. So for the learning modalities, most of the learners or the parents prepared the modular learning. Sa base sa atong survey, as of yesterday, nikabat na kini og 26,171 ang mi-answer og modular learning. Sunod ni ang face-to-face or the blended learning, pero as a DepEd, as of now, nga wala pa'y vaccine, wala gyud tay face-to-face. So more or less, we will resort to modular learning sa atong modality. Although there are some prepared of online learning, a portion of it, mga 6,275. But again, ang ato is modular, dako kaayo. So far, for our enrollment in learning modalities survey as of July 14, yesterday, mo to ang atong latest update. Sir Robert?
Okay, thank you, Sir Ryan.
Nakamute ka, nakamute ka. Nakamute ka.
Thank you, Sir Ryan Bughaw. That helped us indeed with regard to the update of our enrollment as well as with the preferred learning modalities based on learners enrollment survey nato. Ryan, we have this question coming from one of our viewers. Amo na ni usahon ng pangutana nimo ha while you're still connected. What is the enrollment procedure for a student in private school to transfer na public school? We understand by gid sila as you have reported 1,000 or more. Ang nangutana na sa procedure, and then actually ang niagi pa ning adlaw niyang gi-text and considering na karon ng enrollment deadline.
Okay, so per DepEd Order number 8 series of 2020, modified enrollment na to. If you are a learner from private school, then mo transfer sa public school, dapat ang ginikanan guardian magpakita og interest by contacting the school mismo through the numbers published sa atong mga schools, sa ilang mga banners, sa ilang mga Facebook pages and other means. So mo initiate yun ang guardian pag-contact sa school, then ang school nang in charge for the enrollment ang mo facilitate, it's either to give them the link sa ilang mga Google Forms or to provide na the LESF form. So there are certain conditions lang gi-require mo bang school labi na katong mga naapay mga balanse sa, although wag yun nag-state pero mao po na ikadlukan sa atong mga eskwelahan nga kung ang bata mo balhin nya naay dako kayo nga balance problema atong mga eskwelahan sa ilang documents. Although per DepEd Order number 8, all documentary requirements are deferred for the meantime until December 2020. So meaning pwede ta mo enroll bisag wala tayo dala nga documents. So mao lang na ang waton sa ginikanan gikan sa private, mo initiate lang gid sila contact sa atong mga public schools.
Okay. There you go. A very clear explanation and instruction coming from our planning officer. So sa atong mga ginikanan, sa atong mga estudyante sa private schools, there you go. Katulang na procedures ang atong sundon. Anyway, dili pa man yan kanid dayon as the point nga dili pa available ang mga enrollment documents. So they're given until December as of this year. Sir Ryan, one more. If we may napatay follow up question lang. We understand karon ang deadline of enrollment July 15, di ba? As per directed to us with central office. With the percentage of enrollment recorded nato, again with the percentage of enrollment recorded, will there be another enrollment extension?
So actually as of now nangutana mi sa kuan, wala pay decision of extend bar dili, but judging by the percentage of enrollees that we have in total sa national, murag okay na sa ilang atong numbers, especially sa ilang nakuha karon. But again, this is very important point. It doesn't mean nga karon is the last day of enrollment. After this one, dili na pwede manawat og enrollee. Napamantay gitawag og late enrollment. Ang atong July 15 deadline is only for budgetary requirements. So kung napay mo enroll, dawaton gyapon na galing walang sila ma-appeal sa katong mabudgetan. Pero dawaton gyapon. On an important note also sa private schools nato, they are allowed to extend their enrollment up to kung kano sa sila magsugod og klase or beyond that. They have the liberty to do that.
Okay. Wow. So niana mga ginikanan, atong mga ginikanan, so naklaro kayo nato no. Gikan mismo sa atong planning officer. Salamat kayo Sir Ryan Bughaw for the clarity of these areas of concerns coming from our parents. So through this program at least natagan nato linaw ang tanan. Salamat kayo. Okay.
Thank you, Sir Rai. Thank you. Okay, ready na mo for another prize? For another prizes up for grab for those who can answer our fun time questions.
Sir Robert,
Daghan mo tag-sponsor.
hello.
No?
Ma'am Linlin, Ma'am Gisline,
Yes,
Sir
Sir
Robert.
Alvin. Yes, Sir Alvin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Alvin.
Ang ubang mga viewers tuwa ni comment sa mga shared nga live streaming. So dapat kari sila mo comment sa Dipid Tayo
Right,
Ormoc
right.
Yes.
City Division
Yes.
or
Yes.
Dipid
We would,
OA
okay.
SDO
We
Ormoc.
would like to uh,
Yes. Again, ha, reiterate.
clarify it. Yes, go ahead, Gisline.
Yes, I'd like to reiterate. Utrohon na mo ha. Ato mo motubag. Ato ninyo send ang message sa ato ang official Facebook page, ang DepEd Tayo Ormoc City Division. Oo. Ang ato ra nga answers may ato i-accept. For those nga mo answer dit sa mga shared na mga Facebook live feeds, so
Di na to
ibalhin
mabasa.
nyo, balik mag-answer sa
Right.
adto sa
Okay.
Facebook page natin.
Ah.
Okay?
Okay, because as we are aired live this time, aduna tay duha ka official FB pages, which is one ang sa atong SDO Ormoc Innovators and ang DepEd Tayo Ormoc City Division. Later on there will be questions in specific instructions nga kung asa nga FB page nato angay ma-send in ang mga answers. Okay? And this will be for the next round. Okay, here's the question. The first three who can send us the right answers will receive a load card sponsored by our friends from Smart Communication. So, Harry, paspas tayo nunya sa DepEd tayo or City Division jud isen. Okay? Or else masaag na yung answers, dili mo siya ma-count in. Here's the question. What is the number of the DepEd order stating the start of school year 2020-2021 on August 24 and ends on April 30, 2021? Okay, hopefully nakuha naman nato ha. Okay. I-send ang answer dito sa DepEd tayo Ormoc City Division. Okay, let's proceed.
Yes, sir. So we have another common issues, no? We need to address. So the question is, some of the household members cannot aid in the learning process of the learners. So asa may pwede mo answer any, Sir Robert? Yes.
Our
Instead of the
Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Mario Regis Sumbilon,
Yes,
to give
Sir
us
Mario.
his insights on this concern.
Yes. Regarding the learning process, sir.
Sir Roji, may we clarify, Sir Roji and Ma'am Lani?
Okay.
Kadaghanan, some of the household members cannot aid in the learning process of theirs.
Correct.
Meaning, there is difficulty in independent learning.
So thank you very much, Gislin. Actually,
Yes, sir.
that's the thing which we are anticipating, no? Because tinuod nga naaga yung mga ikuan lang ko nga kung maayo ang ako Binisaya ha.
No problem. You're very welcome,
so actually,
sir.
naagayo yung mga parents nga dili kayo makahatag og guidance sa atong mga kabataan, most especially those parents who are illiterate, for example, no? And those who, shall we say, for example, those parents who cannot read well, much more in speaking of numbers. So with the plans that we have with the CID, kini nga atong Panaghisgutay will be cascaded to the school level, no? So there should be, from time to time, there should be contact with parents, most especially those who have concern with giving guidance to our learners. So there will be a schedule that will be arranged in particular schools. Parang this is somewhat like meeting with parents who have needs, likewise as to how to address their concern uh, regarding giving aid to the learning. Another thing is, if parents are illiterate, they would likewise invite their neighbors or their relatives to be in school so that they will be capacitated by the teachers. So that is for the meantime, that is our plan, no? And hopefully this will work out, because we cannot able to have our learners to be in school. So as it has already been, as it has been said, wala tayong face to face contact with the learner. So in this case, again, uh, ang pananghisgutay should be cascaded down to the school level.
Okay.
That's it,
Right, right,
Sir
right.
Robert.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so
sir.
much, Sir Mario Ruji. That indeed will help, no? Considering na this is really a reality sa field na to, sa mga ginikanan. Any
And
added
again,
insight? Sige,
and
go ahead,
again,
Sir Roger.
and again, I should have to emphasize this to all parents, that this is really the time for us to really give our 100 support to our learners, no, to our children. We need, of course, learners need the support of the parents. So again, we must have to find possible ways on how we can address any problem that may exist
Right.
as far as learning process is concerned, no? So
Right.
that's it. So bisag ang mga ginikanan dili ka mao mobasa, mangita og mga presidente nga makamao mobasa, mga igsuon o kinsa pa kaha. Because again, we cannot jeopardize the quality standard of DepEd. So in the midst of pandemic, we should have to prove to all the world that indeed in Ormoc City we can still and instill quality education.
Wow.
That's it.
Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Roji. Tinood, no? And then just an added insights because recently with the local school board that had been conducted, I think that was 2 weeks ago. Ang ato sang president sa Federated Institution si Kapitan Lucero of Valencia, part of his proposal, actually in connection or in coordination with Ormoc City Division, of course, is to come up with orientation and training programs for parents as to how they would manage and how they would give assistance and with the adaptation of the new learning modalities nga maihatag ngadto sa mga bata or nga sa mga ginikanan, of course padulong sa mga bata. We have connected with the local government unit as to the support because as particularly the liga ng mga barangay, because we are planning to conduct it by cluster. If mga neighboring barangays siguro by 2 or 3, and then depending on the number, others, part of the program or part of the proposal would be to conduct it via online platform. And then kung sa mga lugar or sa mga ginikanan nga mamahimong lisod or dili posible ang kanang option, there will be a sort of group assembly for that purpose. para lang matagaan gyud nato gayuda pud ang mga ginikanan labi na katong ingnon nato mas nanginhanglan sa ilang sa og let's say sort of preparation and again adaptation skills para sa bago natong mode of learning delivery. Yes, Miss Lane.
Yes.
What's
Very
next?
well said, Peps. No? So shall we once again try to spice up our program steps by giving away cool prizes from our
Okay.
participants? Ganahan. Manghatag na punta, of course.
Okay, nang hatag na tag awa pa din na hatag ha. Maghatag ta og umbrellas, maghatag ta og load cards.
Asa karon apil hatag?
At this point, manghatag ta og wall clocks, plural wall clocks sa mga dugay na ibangon tungod kay naka-quarantine or wala pa
Naka-work
klase
from
or
home.
wala pa start. Mga naka-work from home para dili ma-delay o dili ma-late. Agahan natin sila wall clocks, okay? And here's the question. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Generically, siya actually, this will be very, very familiar to everyone. What are the three considered pillars of defense against COVID-19? Again, what are the three considered pillars of defense against COVID-19? Kung inyong nabantayan, if you are listening or watching news, national news, particularly from Malacanang, di ba sa platform or sa speaker stand ni spokesperson Harry Roque, na siya trical division diha with words on it, with text on it, kana sila ang tulo. Okay? Now, if you know the answer, send it in to our FB page sa DepEd Tayo Ormoc City Division. And in a short while, we'll be announcing the winners for this. Okay? And let's proceed.
Okay, good luck to our participants. Next up is the Public Schools District Supervisor of District 9 to deliver the learning experiences and the good practices of the schools under her district. So let us welcome Public School District Supervisor, Dr. Maria Cristina Labor. Hi, Ma'am Chris. Hi, Dr. Chris.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Ngayong hapon, Dani, Sir Roger, Sir Almendras, of course, the two hosts, the colleagues in the office, the viewers, teachers, ngayong hapon. Ingon man si Gisline na mag-share ko, practices lang, dili lang best.
Yes, sir. No worry.
Regarding the preparation for the opening of classes and the new normal, our chief has mentioned a while ago that there were a lot of webinars. Of course, our role is to send our teachers and school heads to attend those webinars. And they were able to attend a lot of webinars already in preparation for the opening of classes. And when it comes to enrollment, we had a lot of activities. We had the bandilio. So there was this strong coordination with the barangay officials, the other stakeholders like the BHW, the TANOD. We tapped the PTA also to disseminate information to the field. Our school heads also attended the barangay sessions in the barangay. Again, this is one way of delivering information or disseminating information relative to the opening of classes as to how we are going to do the enrollment. Then there was the enrollment focal person to accommodate enrollees or gather the enrollment forms. And of course, we follow the protocol, the health protocol. And then relative to our enrollment, I think we really had the practices that really work in our district, because as of today, we have an average, I have 11 schools. There are 11 schools in my district. And the average enrollment that we have is 92% as of the moment. I have 3 schools who even exceeded 100% if we compare the present enrollment with the enrollment last year. So I have To mention Dumunar, Marhan High, and San Juan. San Juan has 100% enrollment as of today. And then according to Marhen High, they will still be waiting, or they will still be receiving enrollment as of today, and even tomorrow there are still others who contacted them that they will still enroll, because there might be some transferees, because those who were enrolling in other schools may enroll now in the school that is nearer to their locality. So we're expecting more enrollees in our district, and we do a lot of. I think the best practice that we have regarding enrollment is our coordination to barangay officials and the other stakeholders, like the 4 piece leaders. When the schools had their meeting, or they also coordinated with the 4 piece leaders, because the leaders, they're trying to really encourage to enroll their students, otherwise other children, otherwise their allowance will be cut off. So aron dili makat, so naniguro gud sila nga ma-enroll ilang mga bata, because of the issue also of the transportation. Kay my district man is in the far flung area, so the fare of the transportation is doubled. Kung before ang plate of a certain place is 25 pesos, now it's already 50 pesos. So this might be one of the reasons nga nag-increase ang enrollment namo sa high school. Kay usually ang high school na sila din sa city. Because of this kaning mahal na nga pamasahe, na-convince sila nga they will transfer to our high school, which are Mas-in Integrated and Marhen National High School. Then relative to our preparation for the August 24, our schools now are, not only my district, also other districts, we're already, the schools are already printing the grade 5 modules given to us, but not all subjects yet. And then for other subjects and other grade level, they are now preparing the activity sheets and the budget of lessons. We have our monitoring form also as to the progress of their accomplishment in the making of activity sheets. And we have also instructed the school heads to review and provide technical assistance to edit or to enhance the activity sheets submitted by the writers in their school, by their teachers. And then our plan for the delivery of these materials is they already have agreement with the barangay officials and the parents that they will have a designated pickup station in every purok. That is for the elementary. So there will be a designated place where they will pick up, where the students or the parents will pick up the activity sheets or the learning resources that will be given to our learners. And then our problem now is the common issue is, of course, pariha akong ipangutana ganina, what will happen kuno to the basic learners who cannot work on the materials alone. And of course, our kinder, our grade 1, the key stage 1 learners, that is now the problem, and that is the worry of our parents and our stakeholders in the barangay. However, our teachers are also willing to visit, to have this home visitation. So they might be hopping from one house to another just to, ano saan hinawa ni? Sige. They will be hopping, they're already conditioned, their mind is already conditioned to be hopping from one house to another to visit their learners who cannot work on the module. But then again, the rest of our teachers, they will be taking the risk. And then some parents also tried to ask if they can just let their students, their children come to school and meet with the teachers. Kay siguro mauwaw sila nga mag-inadto ang maestra sa ilang balay, and besides wala sila space kuno ba nga maka-accommodate sa mga teachers nga mo visit dito. However, we don't have answer to that because we will be waiting for instruction from the higher office kung pwede ba dito na lang sila magbagat sa school. Kay ang mga barangay officials, niingon sila, kung gamay lang kuno dili man tanan, kadto man lang mga basic learners nato ba. Of course, ang uban maka-work on man sila with their own. Others who cannot, they have the support of their parents, their sisters, their relatives Pero namang uban gyud nga wala di makagiya nila ba, wala, there's no one to guide them as to how they will work on the module, on the materials, on the activity sheets. The parents cannot also read, they cannot also do the reading, the everything about the academic. So they're asking, kay our teachers offered na we will visit your houses. We can kuan, pero ingon pod sila, mauwaw man sila mag-inadto kuno ang teacher sa ila balay, pwede ba kuno mubagat na lang sa school. Anyway, gamay man lang kay dili man tanan siguro. Ang plano namo initial is lang siguro yung 5 by 5 lang ang pag-meet dito pero ambot lagi depende kung i-approve sa higher office. We will be waiting for the comment of our higher officials siguro. And then mao to ang plano. Then another is the barangay officials are also trying to convince the parents. They have the porok leaders or no, the porok the councilors assigned in every porok. And that is true to all barangays in our district. Kaya we have that agreement man. And the school heads are also trying to connect with their barangay officials. So far, okay man ang mga agreement. Well, I just don't know when August 24 comes. We'll just see. So as of now, I think that is all. Unless you have some queries, which siguro kung makaya, kung nag-unsam sa field, we will try to answer. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ma'am Christine. Indeed, no, naipakita ni Ma'am Christine how connectivity between the school management and the local barangay unit, no, and everybody in the residence are when it comes to working hand in hand, no, para ma-achieve ang target, most particularly sa ilang preparation para sa pag-abli niya sa klase. So, Ma'am, that is very much commendable and appreciated, of course, with your lead as the Public Schools District Supervisors of District 9. By our next episode, nato for the coming weeks, expect po ang other supervisors nato to be with us in this platform para sila po may share nila ang ilang mga good practices. And thank you so much again, Ma'am Christine. And at this point, the Schools Division of Ormoc, again, we're very...
Sir Robert,
yes,
Sir
Ma'am
Robert,
Christine, go ahead.
Napaday ko idugang
yes, go ahead,
about
Christine.
also because we introduced already that knowledge channel portable mini library.
Yes.
And I received man an
yes,
email
portable.
Katong knowledge channel. I introduced that already to the schools and the competencies therein. And as of now, we already have the inventory of the competency nga naa dito sa knowledge channel. Among gipakita kung asa sad siya ang align sa MELC. And we're now ready, each grade level, na sila listing kung asa dito ang competency na align sa MELC. Pero ambot kay as of now, wala, sige sila pangutana kung unsa na i-update kay para pod because they have to prepare mga hard drives, mga USB siguro to be given to the teachers and maybe to be borrowed also by the teachers to have the appliances at home nga makagamit ni abto. We already have, they're already aware of that. So siguro maayo po siguro kung unsa na to ba, na unsa naman po siya knowledge. And then another issue nga ilang gipadala di ay sa mga parents.
That's another good practice naming client.
Oo, na may inventory dito.
Nagkagbaw naman. Go ahead, ma'am, go ahead.
And then naasa di ay sila gipadala nga issue ang mga parents kung saan kuno pag-identify sa honors kung adto sa balay ang pag-answer sa mga mga activities. Kay basi kuno ingon ma, di ba? We will be using the portfolio.
That we will address.
Nag-una na gyud sila mga ang honors kuno, ang mga parents gud sa mga honors. Saan kuno pag-determine.
That we will address in a very short while, Ma'am Christina. Thank you so much. For the meantime, at this point, the Schools Division of Ormoc, again, we are blessed abundantly because of our partnership and the support that the local government unit of Ormoc is giving that side. And we are very much lucky to have with us this afternoon. Gracing our premiere episode is the counselor in charge, the chairman of the Committee of Education, Honorable Attorney Nolito Kilang. Attorney, welcome.
Sir, good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Danny,
Dr. Sombilon, Ma'am Labor. Maayong hapon sa tanan. Sorry, karon lang ko ni tabok-tabok. So,
okay lang.
maayong hapon sa tanan. I also welcome myself to your forum.
Right. Right. Attorney, again,
Yes.
okay, baluman gid ang we have been reporting it to the national office, to the regional office in terms of the support that we are richly blessed to have coming from the local government unit. Attorney, pwede bang mabati gikan sa imo karon kung mga unsa ni nga mga kalihukan ang ingno nato gihatag o pagtagad og ayuda sa local government unit of Ormoc with regards sa atong learning continuity plan at the same time pagprepara sa atong pag-abri sa klase karong August 24.
Sige, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'm looking at the local school board plan that the board approved way back in January. Because of the COVID-19, medyo nag-shift man yung atong directions sa atong plan. No? But as of the last meeting of the local school board, and as per request of Ma'am Lani Cervantes, the board approved some changes in the plan. No? This includes katong query ni Ma'am Labor, no, kung kumusta naman sa may balita atong knowledge channel, no, and as far as the local school board is concerned, the resolution has already been signed by all members of the local school board and approved already by the city mayor. So I'm sure at this time the documents are on process for the purchase of this portable media library. Mao naman ni Ma'am Lani, no, portable media library ang term, no?
Yes.
So
yes, attorney, that's correct.
this will entail the purchase of 45 units of the portable media library, and there were some suggestions from the board on how this will be allocated, but it will be up for the division office to allocate finally kung asa gid paingon ang 45 units. Another thing is that the local school board also approved, upon the request of the division office, the purchase of digital duplicator. Actually, popularly known man sa mga kadaghanan nga risograph, but since risograph is a brand, we use the term digital duplicator, and it has been approved that every central school, which is also the main site of the district, will have one digital duplicator. No? So 10 central schools times 10, that will be 10 digital duplicators. So this is also the one approved measure last local school board. The third one is pertaining to the alternative learning system. No? This was supported by the local school board based on the finding of the national validators of the child-friendly local government, and it was the observation of the national validators nga murag overcrowded ko ng atong ang ato ALS based on our population and the available teachers. So the local school board came up with two major actions on this. One is to hire locally funded teachers that will reinforce the alternative learning system, but the other one is to put in place the GOMA Cared program. This is actually a program that will strengthen the ALS in each district, in each central school, purchase of, I think, renovation and internet, and purchase of IT equipment for each district, para strengthen ang atong alternative learning system. So I think the board approved the amount of 2.2 million, 2.5 na ganito, more than 2 million just for this ALS program. The other one is we still have bulk of our budget for construction and repair of school buildings and other facilities. This include putting in place the flood control system in some schools, a lot of repair that includes repair of even perimeter fence and construction of pavement, repair of classrooms, and construction of even of school stage. So many. It will reach to more or less 20 million just for the repair of school buildings and other facilities. And we also have, the board also recently approved in one of the meetings katong construction of schools in some of our integrated schools in Masin as well as in Lake Danau, And then there will also, that's part, there also approved budget for under the continuing budget. Not we have the sports facility. There was a plan to improve the sports facility, although this time mas naka-focus gyud ta sa atong continuity measures for COVID situation. I think those are major for this year. There are still some amount that we have to revert because of some problems, but that's still up for discussion by the local school board.
Okay, wow. Imagine, no? So, daghan gid ni siya, ubay-ubay gid ni siya nga mga proyekto, attorney, no? And really a lot of support coming from the local government unit. In my file, attorney, I have seen one, ang katong sa LR nato, sa learning resource and library facilities and equipment. Katong completion of library hub, which is intended for the purchase of facilities and equipment. And that is another 1,764,500. So that's another that's another support that when
yes, 1.7 million. Sir, no?
Implemented and done, definitely
nawala. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Nawala.
Nawala man.
Hello. Nawala. Nawala si Sir Robert. Okay, si Sir Robert ang nawala. Ay, attorney,
Sir Robert. Ay, Ma'am Lani. Sir Robert, nawala na ka.
Nawala.
Ma'am, para ni kang attorney kailangan nga pangutana.
Kinsa man ni.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
One from the PSD, attorney, na ipangutana sa inyo, no?
Okay.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Hello?
Saan pangutana?
Usa ko ka PSDS.
Hello. Sis, I would like to inquire from Sir Oldarico Buhos. I would like to inquire the proposed budget proposal for
katong sa digital.
Na-mention ni ko ani attorney, Sir. Digital. Dili risograph, Sir Buhos.
Digital. Digital duplicator.
I'm back.
Digital duplicator.
Okay.
As per the budget, ma'am, we approve 140,000 per duplicator.
Yes.
Right.
Approve na.
So approve na, disassign. So I'm sure ang papeles aniron gadagan na for back purpose.
So
Mayo lagyan tama magmadali na siya kay I'm sure the schools are waiting.
Right, definitely. Ma'am Lani and attorney, as to date, gi-forward na nato, the papers are now in the budget office for the ARO. So the budget officer has to sign the ARO. Okay, and then it will be forwarded to the mayor's office. Okay, so ato na po the mayor's office, then once it's signed by the mayor, automatically we'll proceed with the procurement of the digital duplicators. Nato na sa back office.
Na siya. Okay.
Pwede ka mo ito natin kung dili na siya madugay para magamit tayo.
Bitaw.
Okay.
Question. May question.
Okay. Attorney, do we still have okay. Na-question sa boss ako gi-post kaya lang okay. Okay. Attorney, thank you so much. Thank you so much sa imong time. I understand you're very busy, a lot of meetings, but you have really spare the time for us for you to be with us in this
attorney.
Thank you.
Information.
Daghang kayong salamat.
Thank you, Sir Robert, Dr. Sombilon, and tanan. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, attorney. Okay. Okay, at this time we'll now hear from our schools division superintendent, Ma'am Lani H. Cervantes, for her message.
Okay, actually tapos na ako nag-message. Magpasalamat lang ko sa tanan.
Okay.
Kay in Region 8, regards to enrollment, we are number 3. Number 3 ang Ormoc City Division, and then also the Philippines, Region 8 is number 1. So, congratulations to all of us. So, thank you sa atong mga frontliners, sa mga teachers, sa school heads, sa district supervisors, and of course, the parents who ganang naghatag og tapod nato, gi-enroll gud ang ilang mga anak sa ato. Mao nga nag-number 3 ta in Region 8, and then Region 8 is number 1 all throughout the Philippines in terms of enrollment. So, salamat kayo mga teachers o parents sa anyong barangay officials. Dito kaniadtong gi-mention ni Ma'am Tina nga nagburublik tinabangay gayod ang mga taga-barangay, ang mga parents o ang mga teachers. Salamat kaayo kaninyo sa tanan. Sige. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We would like to announce the winner. The winner for question number 1. Ang winner ni sa umbrella, no? Sa umbrella? Okay, we're ongoing with our consultation. First lang pa, usapan lang ni siya. We'd like to announce that Meg Daniel Tagalog has answered correctly the first question. Meg Daniel, you may claim your prize sa SDO office, particularly sa office ni Ghislaine Abalye. Sa table, by the way, rather. And sa question, mo niya ang question na sa katong full name no sa Schools Division Superintendent. Ikon sa man ni Ma'am Marilyn. Ang mga kanakan ba ni Ma'am Marilyn?
Yes, mga kanakan ni Ma'am Marilyn.
So memorize talaga or complete ang kay balgid siya sa full details no, in terms of full names. Second question nato katong DepEd order no stating the start of school year 2020-21. The DepEd order is DepEd number 7 series of 2020. The winners are Nick Filipino. Si General Bato of Kuan. Ano naman ni si Regina de los Santos. Ma'am Artem, nakakonect dayon sa Mutapa do. Og si Ma'am Darlene Solana.
Solano.
Okay, you will be receiving Solano. Solana. Okay, nagsuwat. Okay, sa staff niya. Darlene Solano, please text us your smart number, and then our staff will be sending you the how do you call that, the PIN number or for the load cards no. Again, brought to you by Smart Communications. Umbrellas na to are being sponsored by City Savings Bank. Aduna po tayo from BDO. Kunya na po tayo from Ormoc Net. So see, nagsulot nila, naggamit ng mga umbrella de colores from a lot of sponsors. Okay, Ghislaine.
Yes, congratulations. Congratulations to our winners. No, sayang, wa ko na appeal. However, we still have 2 remaining common questions no, from the field, and they are hoping that this can be addressed this afternoon. One is, how is the level of learning and the quality of education be assured under the new learning deliveries?
Okay. May we hear a brief sharing of points of view coming from our CID Chief Dr.
Alan.
Okay.
Okay, good afternoon once again.
Yes, Sir Alan.
Learning and quality of education is not just the work of the Department of Education in this challenging time. It is clearly a collaborative action of the following. First, parents, guardian, as well as the barangay officials who will be with the learners as they work on the learning materials given to them. The parents must encourage and monitor the performance of their children at home. The barangay officials also must help encourage, motivate their people to religiously monitor their learners. Number 2, the quality of the learning materials crafted by the teachers may pave the way to the quality of education in this pandemic time.
Right, right.
Another assurance is the commitment, of course, and determination of school leaders and all of us in the higher office to monitor and supervise the delivery of deliverables to the learners working on it. The monitoring will be done in any platform available. It can be occasionally or physical, but most of all time is virtual. So like this one, no? In general, the assurance of the quality of education greatly depends on everybody. All of us must cooperate so that the goal of quality education will be achieved. From our end in Deep Ed, we understand that our teachers will be hopping from one house to another, one barangay to another barangay, just to ensure that the learners get the education they need. School principals, supervisors, and other higher authorities in Deep Ed will always be ready to monitor, supervise, and provide whatever support the teachers need. We're here to provide appropriate technical assistance to our learners to get the good, the best education they deserve. Thank you.
Thank you
Oh,
very
okay.
much. Thank you, Sir Alana.
Indeed, no. It would take again as a very familiar saying goes, no. It really takes a village to train a child and to
Ulhi.
yes.
Ulhi.
There will be a lot of there will be a lot of contributory factors
Ulhi. Ulhi
para ang
kayo.
expected quality of education nga angay makuha sa bata would be that effective and will give quality impact nga sa iyang pagtuon. Indeed. Yes, sir.
Sir Robert?
Yes, sir, Roji. Yes, sir, Roji. Go ahead.
Okay, so a while ago, I had mentioned that we don't have to jeopardize the quality education here in Ormoc, no? So in our end, we're also working as to uh, because the this is the prime concern of Ormoc City Division actually, no? The Deep Ed is primarily the prime movers for quality education. So in our end, likewise, of course, teachers are applying for promotion, and we assure that the only teachers that will be promoted are those who are really worthy of the promotion. So this is an advance information to all teachers that this school years we are implementing the three no's policy. No, that is no read, no SBM increase, no promotion policy. So again, we are too much concerned with reading. We are not only after for the MPS, the figure, but then uh, we need to zero out non-readers in Ormoc. So we have initial plans already with this, with the CID as to how to monitor uh, our learners, and likewise with the CID on how we could help assist our school heads to increase the SBM level of practice, because it is in these two indicators where we can see or we can be assured that indeed if there is quality instruction, there will be a quality school managed by a particular school heads.
Right, right.
That's
Right.
it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Rodri. That indeed would be very much significant as to ensuring the delivery of quality education to our learners, particularly in Ormoc City Division. And we look forward to seeing the implementation of such policies, sir, in our division. And rest assured that we'll be supporting and we'll be sustaining such direction for Ormoc City Division. Thank you. Okay, before we move on with a couple more questions coming from the field, na nakidagan mga lista diri sa kilid, napuno na akong lamisa sa mga papel, kauban kay Gislaine. We'll be giving away more prizes. Ani ang may tabo? Si kinsa kato ang the first 20 viewers. The first 20 viewers would simply type in their district, their name and their school, district, name, and school. To our DepEd Tayo Ormoc City Division will be receiving a special customized fan, pampahangin, pampabugnaw. Dili siya pampayahay, dili bugnaw kay cooler man to. Okay. To our FB page will be paypay, klarohan na. Nara di ay, may ragid mi gawas ka, Sir Alvin. Paypay, specially customized paypay.
Pwede pa-reserve na lang ko.
Mo'y ihatag na to. Again, the first 20 viewers, simply type in your district, your name, and your school. Okay, nagulat ang ating staff.
Ako yung first viewer.
Okay.
Ako yung first viewer.
We have Ma'am Lani, Sir Roger, Sir Alan, and Ma'am Artem. We have this question coming from one of the parents gihapon in Ormoc. Wala lang siya nagpaila. This was sent to us yesterday morning. Nagingon siya, considering that based on survey, modular distance learning is preferred based on survey daw. What the parent is trying to view here is basin ko na maloaded og maayo ang teacher to a point nga siya pa'y maghatod-hatod, siya pa'y maghakot sa mga learning modules, mga activity sheets nga to sa mga balay-balay sa mga bata. Will there be a support mechanism para daw niini on the delivery and retrieval of learning materials for distance learning?
Okay, Robert.
Yes, Ma'am Lani would like to share her view on this. Go ahead, Ma'am Lan. Okay.
Salamat sa parent nga nagpadala na question. Concern good siya kaayo, no? So, ang ako maingon, nangutan naman siya kung naambatay mechanism. Ang ato gud karon importante nga naay partnership ang school ug ang mga parents. So, kung ang parent makatabang ani sa gingon kaniya ni Ma'am Tina nga naa sila yung mga purok-purok nga wherein ang mga barangay officials ug ang mga parents magtabangay sa pag-distribute ug sa pag-pick up sa mga modules, di ba na-mention ni ganihan ni Ma'am Tina?
Yes,
so,
right.
Best practice man sa ila. I know nga some other districts are also doing this nga ang parents, ang barangay officials ug ang teachers ug ang school head magtinabangay gayud aron nga malampuson kini makulang ang problema bahin sa pag-distribute o sa pagkuha sa mga modules o activity sheets nga giansiran sa mga bata. Salamat kayo sa parent ka nagpadala ana nga pangutana. Kung naa pa mo'y ikatabang, kung naa pa mo'y maingon, Sir Roger, Ma'am Artem o Sir Alan, okay, so maura na ang akong
okay, so Sir Robert.
Go ahead, Sir Roger.
In addition to what our SDS Ma'am Lani told us, there should also be a form of likewise feedbacking as to the delivery of the materials. It could be done every week. But kung may mga concerns ba along the way, dapat malalaman natin kaagad yan para ma-address din, no? Baka kasi with the delivery may mga kulang or somewhat like hindi shall we say may mga shall we say grade 5 dapat ang maibigay na modules ang naibigay sa purok na yan grade 1. So dapat may mga we need to really have somewhat like reporting as to the concerns on the delivery of learning materials.
Okay.
To see to it that indeed correct materials, correct modules had been delivered to a particular learner.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Sir Roger, for raising that up. With that view, indeed, we may come up with policy formulation, di ba? In terms of its operational procedures. Okay. May we hear from Dr. Artemia Liberas, our SGOD chief?
Okay, so in addition to what our SDS and ASDS had said, for the information of everybody, social mobilization and networking of SGOD is working on a proposal wherein some of our personnel are going to go to the different districts to distribute the learning materials coming from the division office, and it is that proposal will be presented to the local school board for proper, and it will be approved. So in our end at the division office, we will be facilitating the distribution of the materials which are being crafted at the division office, so that the burden of the teachers teachers and school head in coming to the division office will be, shall we say, makuha-kuhaan, na? So, will be minimized, kumbaga. So, aside from the kanang interventions or the actions made by the district, we do have also that kind of intervention to be done in the division office. As what I have said, the proposal is on its way to be approved, to be presented and approved by the local school board for the budget.
Okay.
So I think that's all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doc Artem. Indeed, in addition, yes, we do initiated, of course, with the lead of our schools division superintendent, Ma'am Lani, ASDS Sir Roji, and of course with our SGOD chief, Ma'am Artem, and in collaboration, of course, with CID as to how the delivery of education will be made easier and will be assisted, especially in this new normal. We come up with a proposal in which we call it Project Tinapa. Tinapa stands for Tender Initiatives or Tender Initiative to Nurture Learners Amidst Pandemic. So and then the tagline or the volunteers would be DepEd Ormoc transporters. Now the proposal is on the hand of our committee chairman, Attorney Knowledge Kilang and the LGU, for him to go over and for him to check and maybe help us on the improvement and implementation procedures or the IRR, so that by time we'll have maybe most likely 2 weeks before the start of school year, hopefully once approved, we'll coming up with a support mechanism for our teachers in the delivery and retrieval of these learning materials, especially those who are in the far-flung areas, interior and remote areas in which teachers would find it really difficult to manage his time and to come up with transportation means. So it's a voluntary, it's a means of voluntarism, the spirit of bayanihan, and let's say pag tinabangay karon nga panahon sa pandemya will again will always be manifested and seen pinagi niya ng project. Okay, so much of that. Thank you kayo. Salamat kayo. Ghislaine, what's next?
Yes, I'm back. Well said, Seth. No?
Okay.
So hopefully, okay na to si Project na para ma-deliver na nato ato. Makatabang na ta for the delivery of the modules to our learners. Okay, so shall we ano na sa ato ang mga winners, sir? Do we have the winners already?
We now have the winners for the third question. Ang winner is wall clock na, sa wall clock.
Wall clocks.
May I have the names? The first one is
Okay, the names are still validated by our
okay.
representative.
One is Jaboy Villanueva. Jaboy Villanueva of Western Leyte College. Okay, so not a viewer from private schools, no? Okay, welcome and thank you for joining us. So to claim your prize, please come and visit SDO Ormoc and then the office, care of Justina Balye. Of course, don't forget to wear your mask and clean yourselves with alcohol before coming in. Sanitize yourself before coming in. Anyway, we still have more. Sa top 20 nato now, we still have more. Naglisod kay daghan kayo. Staff nato are working on it. Napatay dugang ang tagaan. In just a little while. And we'd like to announce that starting tomorrow, our DepEd delegation officials can already claim their EVRA sports uniform, particularly katong jacket, atong jogging pants, o katong parade shirt, di ba? Parade shirt.
Yes.
Starting tomorrow morning. So we advise we come in small group, just like what our district supervisors and program supervisors have done last week or last 2 weeks. By small group lang ta, by that manner dili mahutdan ang atong dilimot na nagtawo ang atong office. At the same time pag-abot dito, we can always observe the physical distancing. Okay, that's starting tomorrow. And we also would like to inform you that in our next episode, in our next program, we'll be coming up with mental health and psychosocial support activities. This will be specially intended for our teachers, of course, our parents, in coordination with the guidance counselors and designates in schools in the 99 schools in Ormoc City Division. Christine, do you still have more announcements to make?
Yes, to make our since this is already our weekly show, no? So we encourage schools to post their act of compassion sa ato ang DepEd Tayo Facebook page so that we can feature you on the next episode. Again, para kung gusto mo ma-feature inyong school sa inyong bayanihan spirit, sa inyong act of compassion, post your pictures, your videos at our official Facebook page at DepEd Tayo Ormoc City Division, and then we will collaborate here at the office and we will choose a school to be featured for our next episode.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
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 These are the winners of the customized Pai coming from BDO Ormoc. We have Giselle Pernites, District 3, Taycalao Elementary School. Libet Pugoy, Pagatpakan, District 9, Corba Elementary School. Numeroche Lacdaing of District 2, Kanajing Elementary School. Sheila Lucero Apol, hello Sheila, District 10, Bagong Buhay Elementary School. Edwin Romero of San Isidro Central Elementary School. Girlie Humawas Apas, District 5, Liluan Central Elementary School. Here comes Nick Pilipino. Nick, kaduhan na siya taog.
Muted si Sir Robert.
Okay, may I repeat and may I make this quick? Medyo lapas na sa oras. Winners of the customized Pai. Sponsored by BDO Ormoc. Giselle Pernites, District 3, Taycalao. Libeth Pugoy Pagatpakan, District 9, Corva. Numeroche Lacdaing, District 2, Kanajing. Sheila Lucero Apol, District 10, Bagong Buhay. Hello, Sheila. Edwin Romero, District 10, San Isidro Central Elementary School. Girlie Humawas, Apas, District 5, Liluan. Nick Pilipino, here go again. General Nick. Murag maugit nagpaspas gani ang pag-entry ba. District 8, Nueva Vista Elementary School and Cabaunan Primary School. Sheila Villarmino, District 5, Manlilinaw Elementary School. Sherlyn Espinosa, District 5, Lindon Elementary School. Wilfredo Padilla, District 8, Lake Danao Elementary School. Lorna Alibo, District 5, Julian Bang, National High School. Elenita Villarmino, Manlilinaw Elementary School, District 5. And Rhea Phil from the Office of the Schools Division Superintendent. Hey, Ma'am Rhea, nakadikit din tayo sa dito ni Sir Rodri ba? Okay. Nakakulit na yun. Okay. There you go. Much as we wanted to keep us on air with this program, and yet milapas dito sa oras. Okay? So, Ghislaine.
Yes. And before we wrap our today's show, we would like to thank our partners and our sponsors for making Panaghisgutay successful. Then we would also like to thank our viewers, our guests, our key officials, parents and learners, and to everyone for keeping us company this afternoon. Indeed, no challenge or pandemic can hamper our desire to secure the future for learners through education. Once
Right.
again,
Indeed.
yes.
May I
Yes, sir. Go
may
ahead.
I name our sponsors for this
Yes,
program?
thank you.
Sir Janos Assist of Smart Communications by providing us with smart load. There will be more in our next episode, the next program. Sir Boots Studio of City Savings Bank, Sir Nino De Loyola of BDO Bank, Sir Yoyong Silidonio of Rural Bank, Sir Jordi Cribo of Mactan Rural Bank, Ma'am Jen Kilang of Ormocnet, Sir Arvin Bohol of Link Digital Print for coming up, for giving us with free prints of our tarpaulins. Sir Ronnie Roa of UILR, and of course the ICT team headed by our ITO.
Thank you, Sir
Alvin
Alvin.
Susmania. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Sir Alvin.
And your team
Ayun.
of staff for always
Yes.
coming up with IT support, particularly on this event, our airing of our Panaghisgutay in the School Division of Ormoc City. May we end with this line coming from our Deputy Secretary, Ma'am Leonor Briones. She once said on her May 11, 2020 press conference, and she said, if you teach anxiety, if you teach fear, if you teach insecurity, and you are so fearful that you cannot move anymore, let's just wait for this thing to blow over. But we don't know when this thing will blow over. So in the meantime, you cannot have 9 months of idle children being restrained in their homes, making them stay at home and having no classes and no learning at all because we are afraid. We have to work around that fear. And that is from our Deputy Secretary, Leonor Magtoles Briones. To everyone, to our viewers, SDO Ormoc, Maglani, our SPF, Roji, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Alan Almendras, our CID Chief, Ma'am Artem Liberas, our SDOD Chief, Ma'am Lorna, our SDOD Supervisor, our guest today, Sir Ryan Bughaw, Planning Officer, Ma'am Christine Labor, District Supervisor of District 9, to Attorney Kilang of the Local Government Unit, one of the City Councilors, Sir Ronnie Roa for hooking us up with our live radio program, and to everyone, everybody, ICT team, Sir Alvin Susmenia, thank you so much. We do mean your assistance. Thank you so much. And to everyone, a happy afternoon and God bless us all.
Thank you.